Hi, I'm Michael McLean. I'm the president of the ICA, and welcome. We're delighted to have you here at the Arnold Classic. As a boy, I read and relished all of Robert E. Howard's books. Hardly wait to see the first Conan movie. Arnold fit the role perfectly. Since then, I've seen every Arnold movie that's ever come around, from Sumeria in the past to Mars in the future. But from my point of view, the greatest role that Arnold has ever played is as ambassador to chiropractic. His endorsement of chiropractic, especially his friendship with the ICA, has influenced millions to gain health in a natural way. For 22 years, he's worked with the ICA Sports and Fitness Council. He's our angel. And I'm going to turn it back over to the president, Dr. Pete Crutali of the ICA Sports and Fitness Council. Thank you, Michael.
Arnold gets very excited when he meets me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he's a tremendous supporter of our organization for 22 years. He's been coming and visit us. There is no need for any more introduction than welcoming Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Dr. Franco Colombo as well.
And I want to introduce some other friends here. Sit down and relax. I mean, I know this is the fitness convention. The all should stay in shape and should be doing running and rope jumping while I'm talking. But I mean, the ladies like this at this time. But I have a good friend of mine that is a great actor, also Joe Magniello, who is standing right over here. And Joe was with me in a movie, Sabotage, which is coming out end of this month. And he also is a True Blood, of course. See, whenever Joe is around, you know, the girls don't look at me anymore. They just look at him. But I don't blame him because he's 40 years younger than me, so what the hell. But anyway, then we have also Ralph Möller over here, who was Mr. Universe in 1985. Many times here in Columbus, in the Mr. Olympia, and Arnold's Classic, and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, we just wanted to, you know, tell you all of my friends that are here. But I want to welcome all of you to the Arnold's Classic, and you have been a great, great partner of ours. And Dr. Hendrickson, of course, has been a jewel. He has been inviting me here. Where is it? He's right here. I mean, you have been unbelievable. I mean, your leadership with the chiropractors internationally is staggering. You always had, the first time I met you, you have had a great vision of bringing the whole world together. And we talked about that we always like to do things on a worldwide level, on a global level. And I'd like to promote fitness on a global level, because it doesn't make any sense to just promote fitness in the United States, right? Because we want to have people to be fit all over the world. And so this is what the Fitness Weekend is all about. And as you can see over the years, and some of you are here the first time, but over the years, we have started very small. We had 5,000 people come to see the Mr. Universe contest, the Mr. Olympia contest, and then it started getting bigger and bigger, and we added other competitions, and now we have 50 sports, 50 different sports. As a matter of fact, I just came from a survivor race. So this is a whole new thing. I did this 5-kilometer, 5-mile race. And with all kinds of obstacles, and all this. It's a fantastic race. Then we have the pump and run race, and then we have the powerlifting, and the weightlifting, and the arm wrestling, and the world's strongest man competition. And the list goes on and on and on. It's really fantastic. But it's all about promoting health and fitness. And this is why it is so important to have you as our partners, because you do exactly the same thing. Your whole goal always is to reach out and to help people get healthy and fit. Not only, this is the great thing about chiropractic, not only when someone has an injury or when someone has a problem, they come to the chiropractor. But no, that's not the only thing you do. Is you then give them advice on how not to get injured and how to get sick in the first place. You give them all the nutritional guidance and all the different exercises they can do in orders. And this is why it's so good for preventive medicine also. And I know this from Dr. Colombo, from my friend Franco here, who has been an advocate and has been my personal chiropractor. I mean, how many people have a personal chiropractor? So I'm very fortunate. Franco, come up here. I'm just want to tell you that I'm very fortunate that I have this man as my friend. Remember, since 1965, in Stuttgart in Germany, we met. In 1965, this was when a lot of you, most of you were not even born yet. Okay? So 1965, I competed in a Junior Mr. Europe competition, and he competed in the European Championships in powerlifting. And he won the powerlifting championships, and I won the Junior Mr. Europe championships. And then I was, at that point, I was in the Austrian army. And I said, when I'm finished with the army, I'm going to come to Munich. And I said, this is where we're going to train together. Now, he's, of course, Italian. He's from Sardinia. And he moved to Munich to work in Munich because he loved Munich. And so did I. And so we started working out together there. And ever since, when I moved to America, I missed him so much. I mean, this sounds a little strange, right? But that's not the direction I go. But in any case, but I just missed him because he was such a fantastic training partner. You know, we just had such a great time, so I brought him over. I talked Joe Wheeler into bringing also Franco over. And so since then, we've had this great relationship. Then he, of course, he went to chiropractic college. I'm in the business school. And then since then, I had my built-in personal chiropractor. So whenever I have a problem, I go to his office, or he comes over to the house, or if anyone, my kids has a problem, or anyone, he takes care of it right away. So Frank, you want to say just a few words?
I really want to say that nothing gives you more than the chiropractic profession when it comes to health, longevity, and also what to do, not only for yourself, but also for your friends. And I really have to say that you did a great thing to be, you know, to go in business, because you obviously make more money. In chiropractic, the money is limited maybe, but you gain it in health and longevity. And also it feels so great when you can help other people more than any other health profession. And the reason is very simple, because only the chiropractic profession really comes to you and helps you do things instead of just giving you a tablet and sending you home. And what's so amazing is really amazing how many chiropractors and chiropractic clinics they have gyms and they know about training and exercise, and I've seen it in the chiropractic profession, even much more than physiotherapy or physical therapy. They recommend the chiropractors more exercise than anybody else to balance the body, and we are very, very knowledgeable in knowing what to do and what not to do. The secret of healing, like the joints or any part of the body, is balancing muscles. And chiropractic profession number one.
Absolutely. Hallelujah.
So I want to thank everybody. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Franco. Thank you. Hey, Joe, come on, please say a few words.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure.
Give a big hand to Joe.
Thank you. Yeah, it's such an honor to be here, and bodybuilding and athletics have been a huge part of my life from the time I was a little kid up to now. Of course, you know, True Blood, Magic Mike, what to expect when you're expecting. These are roles that combine acting with, you know, great physical feats of working out and training. I train like a bodybuilder, and I have been no stranger to chiropractic offices over the past few years. A few years back, I pinched a nerve between my 5 and 6 vertebrae, and my whole back, you know, my back locked up. and I needed to go straight into Magic Mike, which was, you know, I was wearing a thumb, so there wasn't much that I could hide, and I really needed to get out there and perform. And you know, through a very great chiropractor in Los Angeles, he was able to unlock that nerve and unlock that muscle system. And you know, obviously you saw the results in the movie. I was able to get back into shape and keep going. So it's been a huge part of my life. And also, like Franco was saying, it's about balance. And it's about making sure that all of the body systems, the muscle systems are working properly and in good order. And so it's become very preventative for me in that, you know, it really changed the way that I thought about training. So, you know, I went into the gym and my trainer and I, you know, we make sure that the form is absolutely proper, that, you know, that I'm making sure that I'm making my lifts with good form. And so I think it's something that really changed the way that I looked at training. And so, you know, I'm just glad to be here. And obviously anybody who's ever picked up a weight has this man to thank, and Joe Weider for really bringing something that was looked upon as being negative. You know, people were told that bodybuilding and working out and training hard was something that you're going to become muscle bound, you're going to live a shorter lifespan, all this ridiculous stuff. And now, of course, you look around, you know, there's protein drinks at every single gas station. There's a gym on every street corner. There are, you know, gyms in junior highs and you know, bodybuilding books and magazines. So, you know, we live in this world that was created by Arnold and by Joe. And so, you know, I think it's important for my generation, and I always preach this, that, you know, we have to remember where it all came from. So I think it's easy to move forward and not look back to the forefathers and the people that really brought bodybuilding, chiropractic work, you know, fitness in general to the mainstream public from something that was a subculture. So, you know, I'm really proud to be here and be a part of that and be carrying that legacy on. So, thank you, Arnold.
Thank you very much, Joe. And now, I just want to say, you know, as you can see, we all love you. We love your profession. And now let's go and take some pictures behind this curtain here and pump it up. See you later.
Governor and distinguished guests, I think I was sitting in Lee Haney's seat in the balcony, Governor, about 27 years ago when I first came here. I was invited to work backstage as the chiropractor. Frank Richards and Jim and a few others invited me, and I got the idea for this event. Brought it to Ron Hendrickson, who did his magic, and we created this. But the show was inspiring, everything was inspiring, but what Governor Schwarzenegger said on stage, say no to drugs, say no to alcohol, say yes. And then he talked about what we would say yes to, not just no. And we followed. We had to. Here's a leader. When he was head of the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports, and President Bush named him, we framed and put in our office from the New York Times the picture, because Governor Schwarzenegger didn't just say thank you. He said, I take this banner, hold it high, and I will move forward. And he talked about the positives, about affecting communities, about changing lives. So I had to run the New York local councils with Kemp Butterfield and Ruth Ann Hockett. When the intercity games, now the after-school all-stars started, I was one of the first board members in New York. Because we were doing something good and meaningful, and because a legacy was begun by this gentleman. When we started this organization, I went to Jim and Arnold, and they knew me a couple of years working as the chiropractor, and it was a 2-minute pitch. What if we brought doctors, changing the audience, and they reached their patients, and they reach now fitness pros, and we have about 50 of them here, and other groups, and it took 2 seconds, do it. Let's move forward. It's a legacy, and in a way, I kind of want to remind everyone, we're here to have fun, we're here to enjoy the show, but you're leaders too. And we've created a new award, Governor, and it's a bit of a surprise for the first 2 honorees, because we're calling it the Legacy Award, and it's your legacy that we're honoring in it. The legacy begun by Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger to say no to drugs, to say no to the negatives, but then to say yes to changing people's lives. And each year we're going to honor 1 doctor and 1 fitness professional, because you are becoming an important part of this. And the 2 honorees who I'd like to invite up this year.
United States Army Captain West Point, who I don't think this organization, I started it, but we needed people to continue it. And one of those people is one of our honorees, Dr. Richard Gennaro, and the other, a fitness professional, Daniela Abruzzo, a fitness professional, an entrepreneur, very successful in martial arts and other businesses, created Magic Happens to help bring fitness and inspiration to children especially, and others, fighting cancer and moving forward. So, Governor, if you would, we have an award for Dr. Gennaro and Daniela, and if you would.
Okay, one last award that you can hand out for us is the ICA Council on Fitness and Sports Health Science honors and salutes Monica Brandt as the Athlete of the Year for 2014. We're going to take some pictures now, so everybody can start to line up.